Okay. Good morning, class. Today we are going to study chapter 3, fiber to fabrics. So as we have already done chapter 1 and 2, so now we are going to start chapter number 3, book. Please open your book. Otherwise, pay attention on the screen. You are having a PDF of chapter 3 on your screen. And those students which are having book, they can open book, page number 24. So today we are going to start chapter number 3, fiber to fabrics. So what does it mean, fiber to fabrics? So fiber means a single thread and fabric means the clothes we are wearing. So in this chapter, basically we will learn about the whole process of making fiber, and from that fiber how we will make fabric, means the cloth which we are wearing, that is known as fabric. So the whole process of making fiber and the cloth making process we will study in this chapter. So in previous class, in sixth class, we have also learnt about some fiber from plants, fiber from animal, like jute. Jute is a fiber which is coming from plant, jute plant. Cotton is also a fiber, it is coming from cotton plant. There are some animal fiber also, like wool. Wool is coming from animal. So two type of fiber are there, the fiber which come from plant and the fiber which come from animals. So let's start chapter 3, fiber to fabrics. In class 6, you have learnt about some fiber obtained from plants. You also learned that the wool and silk fiber are obtained from animals. So we have already learnt in class 6 plant fiber and animal fibers. So wool is obtained from fleece of sheep or yak. Fleece means hair. Hair of yak or sheep is known as fleece. So it can be your important term. What is fleece? The fine hair of wool or sheep known as fleece. So wool is obtained from the fleece of sheep or yak. Silk fiber comes from cocoon of the silk moth. So we are having silk moth. From that silk moth, we will obtain silk fiber. And with the help of this silk fiber, we will make silk cloth like silk saris, and some other product can be made from silk. So do you know which part of the sheep body yield fibers? What is the meaning of yield? Yield means output. So from which part of the sheep we obtain fiber? Which obtain fiber? The hair of wool, the hair of sheep will gives us fiber, and that fiber are known as wool. Are you aware how these fiber are converted into the woven yarn that we buy from the market to knit sweater? Means we buy yarn from the market, and with the help of that yarn we will knit the sweater. Do you know any idea how silk fiber are made into silk? Means, do you know the process are made which is woven into saris? In this chapter we shall try to find answer to these questions. So these are the questions. In the beginning we have put some question, and in this chapter we will try to find out the answer of this question. So the topic for today is animal fibers, wool and silk. Wool. Wool. So which kind of fiber is this wool? It is animal fiber or plant fiber? Yes, it is animal fiber, because wool is coming from animal, so it is a animal fiber. Silk is also a animal fiber. So in this chapter we basically discussed about the fiber which are coming from animals. Wools come from sheep, goat, yak, and some other animals. So these are the wool giving animal or wool yielding animal. So yield, yield. The meaning of yield is output. Means if we are taking an example of field, means nowadays we are harvesting which crop? Wheat crop. The total output from a field is known as yield, means the total output of the grain. In the same way, the total output of the wool or any fiber which is coming from animal is known as yield, means the total output, the total outcoming is known as yield, means the total product. The meaning is yield. Yield. The meaning of yield is the total product, means total outcomes. These wool yielding animal, wool giving animal, you can also say like this: wool giving animal, wool producing animal, means the total produced. These wool yielding animal bear hair on their body. So they are having hair on their body. Do you know why these animal have a thick coat of hair? What is the reason? The reason is hair trap a lot of air. In between air, there are some gap, and in between that gap, there is lot of air. Air is a poor conductor of heat. As you would learn in chapter 4, we will discuss about this in the next chapter, means heat, the chapter of heat. So here keep this animal warm because air is a poor conductor of heat. It cannot allow to heat pass through them. So the body temperature of these animal in a winter season or in a winter area or in a cold area help them to keep warm. Help them to keep warm because air is trapped in between the gap of the hair, and because air is a poor conductor of heat, it will not allow to heat to transfer. So the body heat remains inside the body, and the environmental condition which are extremely cold cannot affect that animals. So hair keep these animal warm. Wool is derived from these hairy fiber, and these hairy fiber are known as fleece. As we have discussed about this in the very beginning, what is fleece? Hair of the wool giving animal, wool yielding animal. Hair of these wool yielding animal is known as fleece. So let us perform an activity. So activity 3.1, feel the hair of your body and arms and those of your head. Do you find any difference? Yes, there is so much difference in between the hair of our arms and the hair of our head. Which one seems coarse and which one is soft? The hair of arm are soft and the hair of head are coarse. Coarse means hard, some hard. Like us, the hairy skin of sheep has two type of fiber. Type of hair are there that form its fleece, means hair. The outer skin of the sheep or goat or yak form the fleece. The first type is the coarse beard hair. Coarse beard hair means the hair which are found on the beard. In the beard are coarse, means some hard, and the fine soft under hair close to the skin, and close to their skin there are some soft hair known as under hair, soft under hair close to the skin. So these two type of hair are there. One is coarse beard hair. You can underline this line in your book. Two type of fibers. The first is the coarse beard hair. The second is the fine soft under hair close to the skin. The fine hair provide the fiber for making wool. The fine soft hair goes to the skin. The fine hair, some beard of the possess only fine under hair. Some of the sheep having both the type of hair, but some sheep are having only fine soft hair. Their parents are specially chosen to give birth to the sheep which have only soft under hair. So these type of sheep are not found naturally. They are somehow be prepared or manufactured in a laboratory or specially chosen, and we select the parents, selective parents, and from that selective parents, when they give birth to the young ones, that sheep will produce a special type of soft under hair. Their parents are specially chosen to give birth to sheep which have only soft under hair. This process of selecting parents for obtaining special character in their offspring, such as soft under hair in a sheep, is termed as selective breeding. Selective breeding. So underline this selective breeding. This is also an important term. Selective breeding. The question will be like this: what is selective breeding? Parents are specially chosen to give birth to a sheep which have only soft under hair. So to obtain only soft under hair sheep, first we select the parents. So parents are specially chosen to give birth to the sheep which have only soft under hair. So this process of selecting parent for obtaining special character in the offspring. Offspring means the newly born baby. The baby which is to be born is known as offspring. Means the incoming baby which will come to this world is known as offspring. So this process of selecting parents for obtaining special character in their offspring, in their child. So what are those special character? Means only soft under hair in a sheep. So we want only soft under hair. So to obtain only soft under hair, we have to select the parents. And from that parents, they will give birth to the child which will have special character. And this process of selecting parents for obtaining special character in their child or in their offspring is known as selective breeding. Is known as selective breeding. Selective means to select, to choose. Breeding means to produce child or to produce the young one or to produce offspring. So we have to select the special parents, and from that parents, they will give birth to the new child, and that child goat or that child sheep or that child yak will have some special character. And which are those character? Soft under hair. And this process of selecting parents or obtaining special character in their offspring, in their child, is known as selective breeding. Selective breeding. So you can underline this selective breeding. It will also important term. It is also important term. So the next topic is animal that yield wool. Animal that yield wool. Several breeds of sheep are found in a different part of the country. So we are having a table 3.1. In that table, we are having a different name of the animals. However, the fleece of the sheep is not only source of the wool. So this is not the only source of the wool from which we are getting wool. Though wool commonly available in the market is sheep wool. Most of the wool is coming from sheep. Yak wool is also common in Tibet and Ladakh. So Tibet and Ladakh, yak wool is common. So you can see in picture 3.2 yak. Mohair is obtained from Angora goat. So you can also see the Angora goat in the diagram. So figure Angora goat 3.3. Angora goat is also there. Found in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir. So in Jammu and Kashmir, we are we will found a special type of goat known as Angora goat. From that Angora goat, we will obtain fleece. We will obtain wool. Wool is also obtained from goat hair. Goat hair, figure 3.4. 3.4. From the goat hair, we can also obtain wool. The under fur of the Kashmiri goat is soft. Under fur. Fur means also the soft skin or the soft fine hair is known as fur. It is woven into fine shawl called Pasmina shawl. Shawl we are using in a winter season, and that cloth are known as shawl. And in Kashmir, one of the famous shawl is Pasmina shawl. It is also very expensive. And from which hair it is made? It is made from the hair of goat, which is found in the hilly region of Kashmir. And the hair of that goat is very soft, and it is woven into fine shawl known as Pasmina shawls. The fur means hair on the body of the camel. So from camel, we also obtain wool. It's also used as wool. Llama and alpaca found also yield wool. Again, the word is yield. Yield means so in the region of South America, the two type of camel are found known as llama and alpaca. These are the name of the camels. From that camel, we will obtain wool. So let us do an activity 3.2. Collect picture of the animal whose hair is used as a wool. So we just collect the picture and stick them in your scrapbook. If you are unable to try to draw them from one given in this book. So you can also draw with the help of this diagram in your book, notebook. Find out words for sheep, goat, camel, yak in your local language and also in other language of our country. So just try